Hi everybody, Jen again here with another process layout. I was debating posting this layout or not. I actually found it. I thought I had deleted it actually. I've got one other one actually, two as well, pending. They're from a sideways angle before I got my tripod all set up correctly. This was one of the older clips that I did, videos that I did. So I decided I did want to post it because I do like the layout, and it's just, it's essentially just the tripod angle that's a little odd. It's a sideways angle. I can't really show it to you show it to you I don't know, regular. What do I want to say? Up and down. So you're seeing it from the front. I don't know. Anyway, so these are photos. I live about 45 minutes outside of Boston, and these are photos of the Boston Marathon bombing memorial. I went into Boston about, I don't know, maybe 7 days after the bombing, and they had the big memorial set up right in the park by the library, Boston Public Library, and so I had taken pictures of the memorial as well as Marathon Sports, the local sports store there that with their boarded up windows. So I'm using this teal piece of cardstock. It's kind of like a gray almost, and that Teresa Collins polka dot scrap there to go across my page. And then I think that's a Studio Calico South of Market piece, and it's like almost like blue feathers kind of. It's an odd pattern. I'm not very fond of it. However, I'm going to leave that all plain. That's where I'm going to write my story, and I have quite a lot to write about that. My cousin she had a rehearsal dinner the night before they apprehended the guy, or the day they apprehended him actually, and then her wedding was the day after, and I just remember feeling so relieved that they had caught the guy before she actually had, the wedding took place, because if you're not from this area of the country, it was a very, I think it was very shaking for the entire country, but more so in the New England area where, we go into Boston constantly. My mom works in Boston. I go into Boston probably once a month, or once every 3 weeks or so, usually for pleasure. But it was a very difficult thing, and I just couldn't imagine having my wedding day. It wasn't my wedding day, but my cousin taking place right, with this guy still out there. But they apprehended him actually right during our rehearsal dinner. So it was, as soon as we got the tweets and the Facebook messages and news stories came in saying that they caught him, it was a huge cheer throughout the wedding party in the restaurant. It was awesome. Anyway, I'm using these jelly bean soup bean board alphas. I love them, especially the teal ones, to write out Boston Strong. And I'm just going through and checking off which ones I've used so I know. And I'm going to use, I think that's a Tombow Mono multi-glue to glue those down. I haven't found a favorite glue yet for those. I don't know. They're like too thin to glue, but too thick to like glue dot, or I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm fooling around with the title here, trying to figure out where I want to put it. I know I want to write my story on that left-hand side of the page, on that kind of neutral background. And I want to, I really want to write about, I was at work that day and finding out, and I had friends that were right at the finish line, and finding out where they, if they were okay, and all of that. And it was very nerve-wracking. It was very scary. And my mom was working in Boston that day. She works at a rehab hospital there, and so I knew she wasn't impacted by it, but it was a fear of what else is going to happen. Was the tea rigged? We didn't know what happened. We didn't realize, we had no idea that it was just the 2 pressure cookers. We thought it, the whole area kind of thought that, what if there's more? And we waited with bated breath. So that's what I kind of want to write about my story. Anyway, I'm going through my embellishments here. I'm using some of these exclusive wood veneers. This is my June Gossamer Blue kit, and this was one of the first layouts I made with it. I have now since finished June and July. I combined June and July. But I'm using this October Afternoon Public Library sticker, and that's a tab there, and it says remember. And it's funny how when you're documenting kind of a, not a negative event, but like a kind of a very serious event, how some of the terms on your embellishments are taken in a totally different light, even though there's meant to be in a happy light. It's, it's more of a remember of, yeah, this happened, it was awful, and the whole area of the country, all New England came together and kind of united throughout it. But I finally decided that I'm going to use my go-to glue here for my Beanboard Alphas, the Tombow Mono Aqua Glue. I love it for the letters. And I'm just going to glue these all down. And I don't think I really embellished too much on this page. I know I put some wood down, but really this is a page that's going to be about the story. It's not really about the pictures. The pictures aren't even very good. One of the pictures was taken from the Boston Public Library steps about, I don't know, halfway up the steps, and it's of the across the street of the memorial, and the other one is it's actually almost kind of blurry, but I really like the fact that it was the Boston Marathon Sports with the boarded up window. It really gave a true scene. So I'm using these hearts to indicate, my love for Boston and all of New England's love for Boston, really. So I'm gluing down the hearts, and that might be all I kind of do. I think I do try to pull out some puffy stickers. I'm watching an episode of TV here, playing with my glue and totally not even paying attention to what I was doing. So I think that might be a piece of cork. No, that's more wood with another heart or a star or something of the sort. And then I'm just going to pull out some sequins here that do go with, maybe not, I guess not. I'm going to use the enamel dots instead in the teal color, and that finishes up the teal that I had on that sticker sheet, and it also finishes up that red color that I had. Those were my mind's eye stickers, and I got glue. I have glue all over everything, so I'm trying to get the glue. I must have had it on my hand because it got all over everything. So I think that's about it for my layout. I don't think I do anything else. It's kind of a really quick, simple, very basic layout, like I said, because it's about the story. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.